Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get the foundation for this hairstyle. So we're going to be starting off with freshly washed hair. I did already pre-shampoo and condition with the GroBabyGo products. I'm also using their leave-in conditioner, completely natural, really soft. And then I'm going to kind of seal my ends with some coconut oil, which is my favorite oil. You guys can use whatever it is you would like. So I'm just starting by moisturizing all of my hair, making sure that I really get down to my roots so that everything is going to be really easy to detangle. I don't plan on stretching this out one day or anything like that. I'm going to go right into the style because my hair dries pretty quickly. And so yeah, you don't have to worry about like your hair still being damp or really wet by the end of the style. You should be okay if you have a high porosity hair like I do. So I'm just starting by parting this out, of course, going straight down the middle, and then I'm going to go across the side just to really be able to section this out to the best of my ability. I feel like if you go ahead and part this out while you're in the shower and your hair is wet or a little bit more wet than mine was, because I kind of towel dried it a little bit, you'll definitely be able to just kind of go through your hair a little bit more effortlessly than I did. But make sure that you're using a wide tooth comb if you have really thick hair, or a paddle brush, or it's a ton of different types of brushes that you're supposed to use for each hair texture, each hair type. If you want me to kind of give you the details on that, definitely let me know, because I think a lot of us use some of the hair tools that are not actually the most appropriate for our hair. So you definitely don't want to be combing through your hair with like a fine tooth comb, or trying to go through with like a big bristled brush, like, and things like that. It's just a no-go for this a 4B 4C texture. And again, I do have a high porosity. So you guys, I'm actually learning a ton about my hair. I really can't wait to give you all these tips and tricks that I've learned just by doing a ton of research and stuff like that. So these protective styles are going to be great if you were on that same journey with me. Pretty much just trying to grow out your hair and making sure that you retain as much length as possible. You kind of avoid the heat damage and too much protective styling. So yeah, I have a ton of information I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So definitely make sure that you are subscribed already if you have not. And make sure that you turn on your post notifications, because sometimes YouTube doesn't always notify you that I've posted. So you definitely want to make sure that you kind of get that little ding really quick. I think that's where I was supposed to like insert some type of noise, but disregard. So anyway, you guys know whenever I start to do any hairstyle, for the most part, I like to go ahead and just kind of pull out my baby hairs. For edge control, I'm going to be using the Creme of Nature, or I am using the Creme of Nature edge control. Just kind of going back to what I like for the braids, because it does give your hair like a really nice sheen while still pulling it tight. It's not like re-wetting your hair or anything like that, so I can definitely tell that it's not water-based edge control, which that's a whole nother conversation. So anyway, sectioning off my hair into 3 small, I guess these are like blocks, and then I'm going to go ahead and kind of section them into squares from here. If you are a visual learner, of course, you can turn off the audio, kind of skip through this if you need to. But yeah, ultimately, this is just going to be like a beginner's guide to really show you how to get the illusion that you have box braids, you know, while doing crochet. So I don't think I ever actually said that until just now. But yeah, so really easy, and I found that this actually allows the style to last just so much longer than standard braids. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's because your hair is really tucked, you don't have all that pulling and things like that, your hair kind of peeking out through the braid. Like, it's a really flawless method. So I really like it, and I wish I would have done this like on vacation when I went to Bali, because I did the passion twist, which if you missed that video, definitely check it out. And I'll show you how to kind of, well, in that video I show you how to blend your hair with the passion twist and things like that. Rubber band method, yes, or you don't have to use rubber bands, but to me this is just like a whole nother level. And if you really needed to, you could remove the hair and do this all over again. So I don't know. I'm really loving the crochet. This is like the first time ever I've actually tried it on myself outside of the other video that I posted for you guys. Very similar to this. I think the boxes were just a little bit smaller. So if that's something you want to see, definitely make sure to check it out. And the reason that the box is on, well, for this video is going to be a little bit bigger is because the hair that I'm going to be using is actually thicker. So you want to make sure that your boxes align with the amount of hair you're going to be using. You don't want to just like overcrowd your hair with the crochet, because it looks really, it just looks bad and it looks like crochet, which is why I've never liked crochet, because I don't feel like it's ever being placed like in a natural way. So this should definitely help you out. I don't see the need for you to have to like go through all of your hair and do the boxes. If you wanted to, you could, but for me, I know that the hair is really long, so I'm pretty much just going to be wearing it in like a half up, half down, or either all down type of styles. So yeah, it's not anything that you really, you know, have to worry about. So you just really want to make sure you're getting all the hair out of the way, you guys. So far, so good. And the style in total took me 2 hours and 23 minutes. So this is start to finish, like fresh out of, you know, the shower, I should say. So, alright, so from here, I'm pretty much just going to speed up all of this until we get towards the back portion. And I will be back to kind of just finish this up for you guys.
So I thought I needed. So I thought I needed. Thought I needed. So I thought I needed.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start to section off the hair. You want to just follow the guideline of the first row of boxes that you have, and then go across the nape of your neck. You really want to make sure that you apply that coconut oil or whatever type of moisturizer you want, because the nape of, I guess, your neck is one of those sensitive areas. Just like your edges, you want to make sure that it's not constantly breaking off. You want to grow that out as well. So unless you wanted to do the boxes in the back, I would strongly suggest not just doing regular cornrows, but corn rolling down and across in kind of like a snake motion. So that's just my little tip for that. And then once I get pretty much done with all the hair across, I'm literally just going to go ahead and corn roll everything up and down, back and forth until I'm done. Tuck that last little braid, and you guys definitely be waiting for the next video because it'll be here. Well, actually, I'm thinking about doing a double drop and letting them both go the same day. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight, there goes a sight.
Alright guys, so this is the last braid. If you have questions about how to connect the braids, you guys just kind of watch it back and forth, back and forth. Each time you kind of pull the strand, you will pull a braid and add it to that section. You guys, this was like super easy to do, super convenient, and it should last you a very long time. When I say long time, obviously you don't want to keep it in for longer than, I would say, 2 months. Definitely make sure that you guys are continuing to protect your hair as much as possible. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for subscribing, watching this video. I love you. Comment anything down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, babies.
I think a fall angel just walked by. I think a fall angel just walked by. I think a fall angel just walked by. I think a fall angel just walked by.